It is time for our video game news. In this segment, we share all the best headlines from the week in the gaming industry. We are upon E3, which you'll find out more about in our discussion topic later on in this episode.
I'm excited. Get excited.
You know what else is exciting, Austin?
Yes.
Death Stranding. They released a trailer with a release date in the trailer. It wasn't cryptic. It was there, and it wasn't just a month. November 9th, 2019.
So if
Death
we go
Stranding.
back to some of the old podcasts, Brett predicted this. That it was something was going to release, and it would be awesome if it was going to release this year. I think that was early on in like one of our early podcasts in January, I believe.
That is very possible.
I remember talking about it.
Totally fine. I believe it. Yep. I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, Last of Us isn't going to come out, and I would assume that they were going to release this because otherwise, I mean, what are they going to release?
Right.
There's nothing to release.
This game needed to come out now. I know Greg Miller was predicting 2020 release back early on when we first got the original trailer, and I don't know, the more stuff came out and the more like information was dropping, as cryptic as it was, I was like, it makes sense for it to come out late this year and not have to wait for the new PlayStation to release.
Yeah,
because I think that'd be way too long. Like, this game needs to get out now because it's going to be better graphics. I mean, the new PlayStation, Kojima can do a lot of awesome things for a sequel if he wants to do that.
Yeah.
So,
and honestly, this game looks really good.
Oh,
considering the fact that PlayStation 4, I don't think even needs an upgrade. I mean, PlayStation 4 Pro looks so damn good already. Like, there isn't anything that, I mean, I'm fine with them doing it, but I don't really think, I mean, it looks fantastic, and the amount that they're pushing out of that console as it is pretty spectacular. So a little bit about this trailer, though. This is a 9-minute trailer, almost 9-minute long trailer, and they dove a lot deeper into, I said November 9th. I meant November 8th, 2019. My apologies. But my thing about this, they showed more gameplay, even like UI in here. Apparently you can build really freaking long ass ladders. So that was pretty cool. There was motorcycle riding, futuristic motorcycle riding, which is very appropriate for Norman Reedus to be riding a motorcycle.
It's so random for him to have when you have that one trailer where he's just walking around.
I know, like all that walking, and then here it's like, oh, by the way, you can actually traverse with a motorcycle. They showed some gunfights, they showed some melee combat, and they showed a lot about kind of more related to, really gave away what the thematic element is of this game. And it's all about this society that is fragmented and broken. Cities are isolated, and this game is all about building connections. And you actually happen to play a character named Sam Bridges, and the goal is to bridge the divides within society.
Sam bridges the world.
Yep. And you're creating bonds or strands with other players around the globe. And when they mentioned this, like, I was curious because when they say other players around the globe, I'm wondering, and there is talk that this is a potential thing, that there's some kind of cooperative and or multiplayer aspect to this game that hasn't been revealed yet. So I'm wondering if, as you play the game, things that you do in the game can affect other players' games in that world, kind of akin to, where the Dark Souls has a drop in, drop out mechanic where you can like kind of drop into somebody's world and like affect that world, or with the Journey where you can like work with somebody else and like do stuff with them, but not necessarily I don't know, like I'm thinking maybe there's a way you can leave behind things that represent that there was somebody else here at one point or another that was another player in that society, potentially. I don't really know, but it sounds like there is some kind of component to that.
I wouldn't put it past them that there would not be.
Yeah. But it's really weird. Like, there was a part where like we found out the babies, like you connect to the babies and it creates a bridge to the other side or the other like reality or whatever.
The interdimensional beings.
Yeah, and the BTs that are hanging around there, and it allows them to see them in the area. He can sense them, but now with this he can see them, and you can also, it looks like there's a part where you can actually go into the other reality or whatever that other thing is, because there's that part where he's getting attacked by the BTs, and then all of a sudden it just like the area around him gets all like charred and broken and like brown and stuff like that, and then it's like you're teleported to this area where Mads Mikkelsen is, and he's like an army soldier, and it looks like World War I style or World War II maybe, warfare, and you're like going through trenches with a gun shooting at people. And I was just like, I'm curious to know what this contrast is, if that's like a completely different dimension or what that space is. And it's there's still some questions to be answered.
There's a lot of what the fuck is going on here for me. Like I enjoyed the trailer, but I didn't walk away being like, yes, like I know like what's going on here. It's just more of like, this is what the game's going to be like, which is fine. And I have no doubt the story's going to be great.
Yeah.
Character development's going to be great. But, you know, if you relate it to any of the other games like Horizon Zero Dawn or God of War, it's like you get it that you're, I mean, with God of War, like you get the hero's journey. Like you get where he's going, where he's starting out and what he wants to achieve. Here, I mean, you have the idea that's like, okay, Sam's going to bridge gaps, right? Or bridge worlds or whatever. I mean, he's going to bridge a lot of stuff in this game, I'm sure. But it's like, where is he headed? What does he want? And I feel like we don't really know that yet, which I was kind of what I was hoping for. But I mean, I'm sure E3 will probably get something pretty awesome.
Well, we're not going to get anything in E3 because the PlayStation's not there.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, maybe hopefully around there they'll drop something, is what I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see that, honestly.
I just want to know what the game's about. Like, where are we going? I mean, I get it. Like, we've got a lot more information in this trailer,
right?
But there's still a lot of what the fuck moments, which is fine. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I really don't know what this guy wants. Like, I can't get behind him right now, and I want to.
Yeah.
You know, like Horizon Zero Dawn, you know that character, you understand who she is. She has a destiny she needs to get to. Like,
yeah.
You kind of get behind that character.
Yeah.
You get that from the trailers, right? But they don't give away everything.
Right.
They just give you enough to be like, this is where you're headed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a lot of
like, you know, he's going on a journey, but you don't really know what that journey is for.
Right.
Other than now we've revealed that it's like bridging societies together. But it seems like he's not so sure about that, because, you know, when he's like, you know, he's sitting there talking to his mother, who looks like she might be the president. Because remember that part where she's like in the bed and it looks like they're in the Oval Office or
she's
something
the
like that.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it wasn't exactly
he says
clear.
it like, you'll be the president of nothing. Like, you're the president
that's true.
of nothing.
Yeah. So that was interesting, because he's like, yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing you can really do until the BTs are gone. Right. So maybe that's the journey. Maybe the goal inevitably is going to be like trying to figure out how to like get rid of these BTs that exist in the world, and rid of that evil that exists, to actually properly join society together,
right,
and make them unified. But in that process, he still has to get people behind him to connect these societies together. And maybe there's some kind of force that once these connections and strands are made, then it overpowers them and makes them, maybe they breed off of like disconnection, and that's how they survive, is through fear and whatever. Maybe there's some kind of like psychological, you know, trippiness to that, where that is how they thrive and go about. Because whenever it's raining outside, like, you feel them and you see them, and that's, you know, there's kind of this like kind of like sense of eeriness and terror that goes on. And whenever that happens, like, you can see even the people that were attacking him run away whenever the rain comes, because that's when the BTs come out, and or are, you know, present or something. I don't know.
Right.
But what I liked about this is how, like, I've never seen this before. Like, this kind of story that they're telling and what he's created, like this world that he's created, it's so unique and unlike anything I've literally ever seen. I mean, the characters, the concept behind it. I mean, like, even like some movies haven't even like achieved this level of just intrigue of like, I mean, it's just very, very imaginative. It's not like, hey, here's just a war scene and like go fight bad guys and stuff. It's you're not really necessarily supposed to fight the bad guys. It looks like you're trying to run from the bad guys and bring people together and do all these different things. But there's some interesting stuff going on here.
Right. I mean, it's very Hideo Kojima, which is great. And this is why I love video games, is you can tell stories like this that you couldn't tell in a movie, because you have producers and, you know, studios who are like, well, we need to make a movie that's hour 20 minutes long, because that's only as long as people are going to be attentive to a movie.
Yeah. And
that's going to make us the most money. Like, let's make something that's really awesome, really compelling, that's different and unique.
Yep.
So
I think it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a rough year, because we got Death Stranding, Borderlands 3, new Call of Duty, which we're about to talk about, Star Wars: The Fallen Order, Like a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of single player stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Story heavy stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Everything
good.
story. Doom Eternal. Like
Got
holy
another
shit.
storm coming, man.
Yeah. No games as a service right now. It's just all about them stories.
Thank goodness.